This is Roger with iGadget Geek. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AT&T LG G Flex. Now this does sell for $299 with a 2-year contract, but you can also purchase this through AT&T's Next Pricing. The 12-month plan, basically what that allows you to do is after 12 payments, you can trade this phone in on a new one, and that will run you $34.75 for a total of 20 months. But there again, you can trade that in after 12 months. Now on the 18-month plan, it will run you $26.73 for a total of 26 months. And then again, after 18 months, you can trade this in on a new phone. Now if you want to get this outright, it will run you $694 at AT&T. But let's go ahead and dive right in and take a look around the phone. As you can see, pretty much a standard AT&T box. You get the phone, a charger, and a USB sync charging cable. Now as you can see, the big thing about the Flex, of course with its name, as you can see, it is a curved phone. So it really is pretty unique. If you haven't had a chance to use a phone like this, once you have this curve, it is pretty unique to pick up a phone and have a curved screen. Now this is of course a 6-inch screen, and it has a full 1080p display. Now it does have a quad-core processor. It's at 2.26 gigahertz quad-core. Now of course this does have a LTE and all of that. Now it also has a 3500 milliamp hour battery that is not user accessible. Now on the very back here you have your rear power button and your volume. You have your flash and of course your 13 megapixel autofocus camera. But basically what I want to do is kind of give you guys a look around at the phone itself. On the very bottom you have your main sync and charge micro USB, your main microphone, your headphone jack. Along this side there is nothing. Since the power and volume have been moved to the back, there actually is nothing on the left or right hand side except for your micro SD card slot. Now on the very top you have a secondary mic. There again on the back, all of your controls, nice AT&T logo, so you can see the G Flex, and your speakerphone is right there. Now this is my demo unit that AT&T sent my way. As you can see, you also on the very front have very minimalistic badging. You just have the LG logo, your forward-facing camera, all your sensors, and your main speaker. Now one of the cool features I do like that they've done with this LG Flex, now since the power button is on the very back side, if this was sitting on a table, you'd have to pick it up to be able to wake it. Well, if you just tap it twice on the display, you will of course wake it, and then you can see the lock screen. So it has some really cool graphics here on this particular setup that I have. You get that water effect. Now one thing I did want to show you guys, this is a 6-inch display, so it is a large phone. Right here is a Samsung Galaxy S4. And then on the other side here is a Apple iPhone 5S in a Mophie battery case. So that kind of really gives you an idea of the size difference. It is a very large phone, but if that's what you're wanting, if you're liking the Note 3 but maybe you want something a little different, this curved display when watching videos does really tend to pull you into the image. And again, it is a very nice display. I've been impressed with it. As you can see here, once you unlock it, you have your home screen. One of the other cool features, since the power button there again is on the back side, if you wanted to lock this, you just tap anywhere on the home screen where there's no icons, no widgets, and it'll lock the phone. 2 taps locks it, 2 taps wakes it up. Now of course you do have a lot of your standard apps we've come to see, but before we do that, let's go ahead and go in here to all settings. We'll go over here to general, and we'll scroll down to about phone. As you can see, let's go ahead and look at software information. As you can see, we are on Android version 4.2.2. I would hope to see some updates to bring this up to more of the current KitKat, but right now it does perform real well. I would like to see a KitKat update. Hopefully we will. One of the other really cool features while we are here, you can actually go here and adjust your theme, your home setting, your lock screen settings. So if we go to our home screen settings, you have of course your theme, your wallpaper, your screen swipe effect, your home screen looping, which means if you go to the last page, it comes back to the first page. You have of course backup and restore. Now you can also go in here to lock screen settings, and you have all of your settings there that you can adjust. Now if we go here to all settings, you got your network tab with all your network settings. you have your sound with all your sound settings. Display, of course, is going to give you all of your display settings. And right here, front touch buttons. What this allows you to do is actually change the color of the on-screen buttons. So you can choose white, white gradient, black, black gradient, color matching apps. In other words, if it'll try to make these on-screen buttons match whatever application you're in. I personally like the black gradient. Now also with that, you can choose your button combination. So as you can see, you can choose what order these buttons show up in. So if you want back, home, menu, menu, home, back, or even 4 buttons, it gives you a lot of options there, which I really do like that level of customization right out of the box, allowing you to make your phone your very own. Of course, you pull down the main pull down, you're going to have all of your standard information we've come to see from LG, all your quick shortcut toggles, and then some Q slide apps. Now, of course, it comes pre-installed with all the Google apps we've come to see. And there again, you do get some AT&T apps pre-installed. This does come with the Beats Music pre-installed. So if you want to take advantage of that subscription-based music software, the application is always pre-installed. Now let's go ahead and go in here and we'll go to General and we'll look up at our storage. So right here we have storage. Now as you can see, I have installed not a lot of apps, but a few apps. You have total space available, 24.12 gigs. I have available right now 23 gigs. So out of the box, they are saying it is a 32 gig phone, but really you've only got about 25 gigs accessible after the operating system is installed. All in all, though, I've been pretty impressed with the LG Flex. Definitely a nice phone. It is large, so keep that in mind. If you're wanting a big phone with a very nice, bright, large display, then the LG Flex is going to be a good option for you. All in all, it is kind of a more expensive phone. It's going to run you $299 with a 2-year contract, but I personally prefer to take advantage of the next pricing or pay for it outright. Now that has been my full review of the LG Flex for AT&T, and this has been Roger with iGadget Geek.